Are you ready to pick some makeup? Are you ready to pick some makeup? Yeah? Hello, friends. Welcome to Shop My Stash number 6. I'm pretty sure this is number 6. And I know I normally start these videos talking to you guys like face to face, but I look like a Walmart version of Clark Kent. I just wanted to be makeupless. I didn't want to have to deal with putting anything on my face, my skin. But this is my 6th Shop My Stash video, so we are obviously going to be going into my everyday makeup drawer. I always have this makeup drawer linked down in the description, so if you guys are interested in this one in particular, I got it off of Amazon and I freaking love this thing. So this is where I do monthly Shop My Stashes. If you've never been here before, hi, hello. Make sure to hit that subscribe button because I do upload every day, Monday through Friday. So let's go into my drawers now. That sounds so creepy. So right here on top, this is where I keep like my primers and powders and stuff. Anything that like basically won't fit inside the drawers, I always keep up here. So what I have up here right now is I have this. This says it's the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. It's not, it's a lie. This is actually the Cover FX Illuminating Spray. I didn't like the Cover FX bottle, so I transferred it over to this bottle because I like the sprayer on this one better. I'm gonna keep this because I'm trying to use this up. I like the setting spray, but it does kind of leave micro glitters on your face, so it's not my favorite. I just want to go ahead and use this guy up. Another thing that's up here that I've been using is this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have been loving this. I did a whole review on this, so if you want to see a review on this, I will link it in a card for you guys, but I'm going to keep this because this is really good for days like today. If I do end up wanting to put anything on my face, I'll put this on because it just gives me a nice like healthy glow without like being too much on my face. And then the other two things up here are my loose powders. I have the JCat Illuminating Powder and then the Maybelline Fit Me. And last month I put these in because I said I wanted to see if I mixed them together, if it would make a nice illuminating powder. And that's exactly what it did. I actually like these two together. I think it's a really spot on combo, but I am gonna go ahead and take these out so we can try out some new powders for this next month. Then moving into this first drawer, I have my brow products and my eyeliner over here. I'm going to keep all three of these in because I don't like having multiple brow products or eyeliners at one time. So those are staying. As for lip products, I have these three. I had the ColourPop Ultra Matte or Ultra Satin in Frickin' Frack. I am going to take this one out. I wore it a couple times and I do like this lipstick. I just didn't reach for it a lot. So I'm going to take that one out. I also have this Dose of Colors lipstick in here. This is the new Desi and Katie collab. This is a Mauve Story. This was actually in my October favorites video yesterday. So as much as I don't want to take this out, I did wear it a lot this month. So I am gonna take this one out as well. This is my NYX matte lipstick. This is in my project pan, so this guy will be staying. I've been trying to use this a lot lately, so he's gonna stay because I'm hoping I can actually finish him by the end of the year. Then my concealer that I've been using is this Laura Geller Flawless Fusion. I've been using this for months. I've actually taken the stopper out of it now because I'm running really low, but I'm so tired of using this. I do want to take this guy out so I can use something else because as good as this concealer is, I'm just tired of using it. So I'm going to take this guy out just so I can use another one. Now this looks a little different. Last month I did have in the Tarte Lights Cameras Lashes mascara. That one actually ended up running out and like getting dry. I'd had it in my drawers for months, so I did end up putting in this new mascara by Essence. And I also had this Man Eater mascara by Tarte in here. This is just a trial size. So I have both of these. I'll be keeping both of these because I don't like having a lot of mascaras open at once. So they're staying. And then this last product up in this top drawer is my Sleek Makeup Highlighting Palette. I got a good bit of use out of this, but I realized this isn't my favorite formula of highlight. So like while I used it, it's not my favorite. So I am going to take this guy out just because I used it for a month. I want to use something else. Then moving down to this drawer, I never touch this drawer. This always has the same stuff in it, so that doesn't get touched. But in this drawer, I added in a few things. So I did add in, so I had added in this Becca primer. This is the like velvet blurring primer in the color Apricot. I used it a good bit. I like it. It's all right. But with some foundations, it would break it apart and it just wouldn't look the best. So I am going to take this guy out. It may end up getting decluttered eventually because I just don't know if it works with most of my foundations. The other primer that I had in my stash this month was my Dr. Brandt Luminizing Primer. I like this, but I am going to go ahead and take this guy out as well just because I've been using it for a while. It's good. I like it. I'm just ready to try something new. I also added in this NYX blush last month to use as a contour. I used it a few times and I actually expanded the pan a tiny bit. So I feel pretty accomplished with that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guy out as well. The last item in here is my butter bronzer, which always lives in this drawer. So that's staying. Down here, these drawers don't change too much just because of Project Pan. So in the blush drawer, these two back here will be staying. And as much as I want to keep in the Laura Geller blush because it's so beautiful, I'm going to take it out because I really need to focus only on my Project Pan blushes until the end of the year because I am definitely trying to hit pan on those. And then for my foundations, I have my Project Pan foundation that I'm trying to use up. But then these two, both the Laura Geller and the Too Faced Born This Way, I'm taking both of these out because I'm just done with them. I ended up wearing both of those foundations. They're both kind of heavy. They're both not really the right color. I'm kind of done wearing those foundations. Too heavy for me. And then the last drawer is my eyeshadow drawer, and I had put a lot in here this month and I feel like I used almost everything in here pretty well. So the first palette that I added last month was the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie Framecation palette. I will be taking this out just so I can try out some other palettes, but I really don't want to. I freaking loved this palette. Another one I added in last month was this Pure Midnight Masquerade palette that we got in Boxycharm. I legit haven't even used this once, and I don't know if I'm going to. I ended up swatching this a few times and wanted to use it, but then I just would never end up actually using it. So I'm going to take it out because I don't know if I feel compelled, but I may try to put it back in at a later month, maybe in December. I don't know, I just wasn't drawn to the colors like I thought I would be. Now these are all Project Pan, so I'm gonna take these palettes out because they're all gonna stay. But this Pixie and Judy Time palette, I added this in last month as well, and I loved this palette. I used it so much at the beginning of the month, and it's so good. I really do want to keep this one in as well, but I kind of want to play with some other palettes. And so I'm going to take it out. Ooh. So here are all the items that I'm taking out of my drawers this month. I'm going to go ahead and put them away, and then we will jump into shopping my stash. So I always start out over here. This section, this is my primers and my foundations in this bottom drawer right here. So I'm not really sure which primer I want to use this month. I know this Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in Radiance. This is actually brand new. I had a sample and then they sent me this in another like sample pack, and I kind of want to try this, so I'm going to pull this guy out. And then I need like a pore filling primer. You guys know I love this Revlon primer, but I haven't used the No Pore Bloom primer in a while by Touch in Soul, so I'm going to pull this guy out, try it again. And then as far as foundations, don't really know. I'm kind of leaning, I haven't used my e.l.f. foundation in a while, so I think I'm going to pull this guy out because this is one of my favorite foundations ever. And I kind of want to pull in the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow because I haven't used this one in a really long time either, and this is on like another one of my go-tos. So those are going to be the two I pull. And then over here in this section with Finn and Jake, I have lipsticks and stuff, so let's pull, those are eyeshadow palettes. So I don't know, I don't think there's anything up here that I really want to pull. I need ColourPop. I have, I think, Lumiere in here somewhere. So I'm going to pull out the Lippy Stick Lumiere. Mine is like filthy. Gross. And then I think in this drawer, I actually want to pull one of the NYX matte lip creams. I think in Rome. Yeah, Rome. This is one of my favorite NYX matte lip cream, so I'm gonna pull this guy out. So these are some lipsticks on the front of my vanity, and I haven't played with these matte lip creams in a while, or the matte inks by Maybelline. And I really, yeah, Lover is one of my favorites, so I think I'm gonna pull this. I haven't played with these in so long, and I don't really remember how much I love them. I know I love them. That's a good wearable shade. So I think that's gonna be all for lipsticks. Actually, just kidding. So we got these Ofra and this Galactic one in Boxycharm, and I've only swatched them once. I kind of want to play with the Galactic ones because these I feel like people really hyped up at one point. So I'm going to throw him in too. And then moving into this drawer. So you guys probably recognize this as my powders, my highlights, my blushes, and my lashes, which I haven't been wearing false lashes lately, so they just live back there. So first I need to pull a powder. I really want to continue using this guy. This is my, so I really want to continue trying to use this guy. I put him in a video lately and I realized I've hit pan on it, and so I want to use it a little bit more and see if I can expand that pan. Same thing happened with this Maybelline Better Skin powder. I've hit pan on it. And I just kind of want to see if I can get a little bit more use out of it. And then as far as highlights, I have highlights over here, and I actually have this Milani highlight that I've never used before. It's still brand new. It still has tape on it. I haven't even swatched these yet. I've had these forever. So I want to try these. I want to see if I like them. So throwing them in. I also just got these mini Becca highlights. One is in Vanilla Quartz. So I want to throw this one in to play with a little bit more. So I think that's going to be it for highlight. And then for blushes, I'm not even going to touch the blushes this month because I need to focus on those other ones. So I think that should be good for this drawer. And then last drawer is my mascara, eyeliner, concealer, contour, lipstick, palette drawer. It's a hodgepodge. So this is going to be my last drawer, and I do need to pull a concealer. So the concealers hang out in this little cubby right here. There's only 3. One of them is the one I just put back, and then the Revolution concealer, and then this Age Rewind. I'm pulling out the Age Rewind because I haven't used it in a while, and this is the one that I really want to play with again. I love that concealer. And then eyeshadows. So, I want to just pull this out and only use this exclusively, but I'm going to put this to the side. So this palette we got in a Boxycharm, and I haven't played with it yet. I have swatched it, but it's like a cool tone palette, and I don't have any cool tones really hanging out in my drawer right now. So I'm going to pull this guy out, see if I like it, try out the formula, play with some cool tones because I haven't played with cool tone shadows in a while. So I'm gonna pull this one out. I'm also going to pull out my new Pat McGrath palette because it's all I can talk about right now, and I just want to play with these. So I'm also gonna pull this palette out. All right, so here's everything that I've pulled for the month. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my drawers. I know. Alright guys, so that's everything in my everyday makeup drawers. This is going to be what I use for the next month, and I'm really excited. I'm excited to play with the Milani highlights the most because those are new and I've never even swatched them. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button before we go, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!